Sunday nights are usually very quiet for my YouTube channel. Nothing's really happening. But last night, right before bed, I went to close up my YouTube dashboard and I noticed something weird. My subscribers were climbing out of nowhere and my views had spiked. So I'm like, what's going on here? So I went and checked the comments because how else am I going to know what's going on? And the first one I saw told me that my story had made it onto Futures for Our Future news channel in like yesterday's episode. So I had to think for a second. I'm like, Futures for Our Future. And then I was like, oh, is that the channel that has it's like this animated news style videos about trading and like fake gurus and what's going on in the prop firm space? So I looked it up right away and it was. I was so excited. I found the video that they had released 4 hours earlier. I called my husband right away and was like, apparently I'm mentioned in this video. We have to watch it. Normally, he has no interest in any trading videos, but he was almost as excited as I was. Right before I pressed play, he looked at me and said, he's like, wait, I'm not going to be mentioned in this, am I? I laughed. I'm like, no, of course not. It's probably just going to be like a 10-second little like shout out or blurb about me or something. I'm probably not even going to have like a cartoon version of me. Like it's really probably going to be nothing. So we hit play and here it is. I thought I'd share it with you as well as my reaction to it.
Ever wonder why so much trading content feels fake? We started Futures for Our Future to tackle that exact problem. While fake gurus peddle signals and flex imaginary profits, the real stories get buried. That's why we built this channel, to cut through the noise and be a trusted source of quality trading news. We roast the scammers, and we shine a spotlight on the voices worth hearing, because those voices are the ones that actually move the community forward. And speaking of voices, there's a brand new YouTuber who's already breaking the mold. She's not selling you anything. She's not hiding behind screenshots. She's just telling her story. And most days, it's raw and vulnerable. But here's what matters. In the middle of that honesty, she uncovered a topic so big it touches nearly every trader. Maybe it hasn't hit you yet, but it will. One way or another, this is the kind of shift that rewrites the entire playbook.
Our story begins with pure optimism. Degen, Rehab, and her husband were
This was already more of a mention than I had expected. And of course, the very first shot of like the cartoon characters, their interpretation of my husband is in there. So, oh no. And that's not what he looks like at all. And luckily he didn't care at all. Like he wasn't bothered. He thought it was hilarious.
absolutely convinced they'd crack the code. They planned to throw their entire savings into trading, get rich within 6 months, leave Canada, and start their dream life somewhere tropical. Classic trading fairy tale, right? Well, reality had other plans entirely. The first real disaster happened in her real trading account, not a prop account. She blew over $20,000 on a single futures trade. And not just any 20 grand, it was her husband's garage fund. Picture coming home and breaking the news. Sorry, honey. Remember that remodeling project we planned? Well, turns out my NASDAQ long was a little too long, and now the money's gone. You can guess how that went over.
Yeah, that was a pretty brutal weekend for sure. It was, yeah, I ended up holding the trade over the weekend because the guy I was following was convinced it was going to turn around on Monday. So I still had a little bit of hope, but yeah, it was very brutal. It's crazy like how much I can remember that day, still that weekend, the weather, what we were doing. Like it's seared in pretty good.
Her husband's response was swift and final. He locked her out of the trading account and moved the remaining cash straight into savings. Game over, or at least that's what he thought.
But here's where our protagonist gets creative. She stumbled onto prop firms, companies that let you trade with their money for a fraction of what it costs to use your own account. We've got links in the description for all the firms we support here at Futures for Our Future. Take Profit, My Funded Futures, Tradeify, the heavy hitters. The brilliant part?
My reaction when I saw this to my husband was just like, I looked at him. I'm like, why did they make me look so old here? I am like, they didn't have to add wrinkles to me. Like, I'm a middle aged woman. So I think maybe like too aware of my age or whatever. But yeah, he laughed right away. He didn't care about them making him look older, even though like he's younger than me. So they really made him look older. But yeah, I saw this. It was just like, oh,
These charges went on her credit card, completely invisible to her husband's watchful eye. She'd developed what we might call selective transparency. Good trading days got announced with fanfare, while catastrophic losses were met with vague responses like, "You don't want to know." The psychological toll was immense. Her husband could literally sense her trading disasters the moment he walked through the door. The house would be messier than usual, dinner wouldn't be ready, and she'd be radiating that special kind of stress that comes from watching five-figure sums evaporate in minutes.
My husband and I both loved this one. We thought it was hilarious. He liked that, like, they had even picked out of the video that, like, part of his problem, with my trading is, like, when he comes home and the house is a mess and dinner's not happening. So we really liked this. He loved, like, how they made him look there. It was hilarious.
He'd walk in, survey the scene, and instantly know she'd had another brutal day at the digital casino.
The numbers speak for themselves. In just 3 years, she poured more than 15,000 Canadian dollars into prop firm fees alone. Her husband only discovered the true scale of it when he accidentally stumbled across her transaction history. Altogether, her trading losses now top $36,000, a figure he likes to repeat, almost playfully, as a way of reminding her just how costly this education has been. Her husband's contradictory support system, while seemingly dysfunctional, actually created the perfect environment for growth. By not making ultimatums while expressing skepticism, he created space for her to figure things out without the pressure of relationship-ending consequences. His approach was inadvertently brilliant.
Well, my husband's really running with this one, inadvertently brilliant. He's leaving out inadvertently, and now it's just his approach to buy trading was brilliant. So that's been super fun. And then on my other video where he's talking to me, you don't see him, but you hear him. Someone in the comments said that, oh, he kind of sounds like Bradley Cooper. So now, like, I have him going around, likening himself to Bradley Cooper. And, he's brilliant and he's hilarious. So this YouTube channel really has been great for him.
Provide just enough rope to either hang herself or climb to success.
The YouTube channel became her accountability mechanism in ways her husband never could. Suddenly, she had thousands of strangers watching her every move, making it impossible to hide behind vague explanations or emotional outbursts. The public nature of her journey forced the discipline that years of private struggle couldn't achieve. Today, she's funded with a prop firm for the first time in her trading career, maintaining the same account for months without blowing it up. Her story resonates because it's brutally honest, but her husband still thinks the whole trading industry is essentially legalized gambling. I applaud Degen Rehab for letting us peek behind her marital curtain. Her comment section makes it clear she's not alone. Plenty of traders are quietly fighting the same battles in their own relationships. Check out Degen Rehab's YouTube channel to see her journey. It's a wonderfully different type of trading content.
So that was way more than I had expected. I loved it. I thought it was great. They pretty much got I couldn't believe, like, how I was so impressed with them being able to, like, take my videos and take my trading story and just, like, do such a great job of, like, condensing the main points of it down into, like, 3 minutes there. I just, like, I'm impressed with that. I'm so grateful to them. So thank you for making this. I love it. I'm gonna keep this forever. My husband loves it. The only thing that was maybe a little bit off or wrong was that, I have had multiple funded accounts before. I've just never been able to keep one for any length of time. And I've had a couple payouts from Top Step totaling maybe like $2,000 to $3,000 over the years. But yeah, I've never traded a funded account with any sort of like discipline or risk management in place. And it's been just, yeah, pretty, I don't know what to call it. It's not been great trading, and I've not been sticking to the plan when I've done it. So this is the first time that I've had a funded account for more than a month. And like with the Take Profit Trader eval, I did the eval, I passed it, and that's the account that I'm still in. So I have been in the same one for a few months now. Yeah, so that was that. That just like made my night. It was hilarious. We loved it. So again, thank you so much. And I'm so excited that people came over from the video and are watching my videos. And I'm, really grateful that they're, commenting and that I'm, getting new subscribers who are sort of like aware of these kind of fake gurus. Yeah, so I'd say like the rest of the video is also good. Go and check it out. I'll put the link to it in the description. Yeah, so that's it. No trade today. Tomorrow I want to focus more, I guess, on like the charts and some technical analysis, price action stuff, because I've been having some different ideas on my strategy with sort of the time constraints that I have. So tomorrow I want to be more about like actual strategy and trading stuff. All right. Thanks for watching, and I will see you back here tomorrow.